Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just doing another first impressions. This is my second one on my channel, and this one is going to be for the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. So before we get into the actual trying it on and stuff, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about it. On the front of it, it says full coverage, long wear, matte finish, waterproof, and oil free. That's a lot of claims it's making there. So yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like. I got the color the shade 9.75. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the shade I got. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's a cute bottle. It has fingerprints on it, but besides the fingerprints, it's pretty cute. It looks a lot bigger than what's actually in here, because you're actually getting 1 fluid ounce, which is the normal for a foundation, pretty much like the standard amount. It just looks like a lot. And then it has like a air pump thing, which is good because I don't like having to pour it out. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, my brows are done already. I did that off camera. And I'm just going to prime my face as normal. I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. And I decided to go a little bit more hydrating just because it's a matte foundation. And I'm dry in some places and oily in some places. I have like true combination skin. I think that I am going to go over it a little bit with my LA Girl Pro Prep. Just because it smooths out my pores a little bit more. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Time to go in with the foundation. I was worried about the color because I've heard that this foundation does oxidize. We'll see how it turns out. In Sephora, this color did oxidize to look like a shade that was close to me, but you know, swatching is totally different than like doing a full face. So we'll see how it looks. Hopefully it's not too dark. I think that I'm gonna do half my face with Beauty Blender and half my face with a brush. And we'll just see how it turns out. And it says shake well before, so that's what I'm doing. Shaking well. I'm gonna start off with like 2 full pumps. So I still have this much on my hand, guys. So I pretty much didn't even just use the full pumps to do that. And I'm only doing this with a foundation brush because I don't necessarily want to touch the foundation. Okay, so I'm going to go with my Beauty Blender first on this side and see how that turns out. And I still didn't use a full 2 pumps, by the way. Well, it's definitely full coverage because I didn't color correct anything on this side. And I have acne scarring on this whole side of my face, so it did suck up a little bit of the product from the first like dab that I did or whatever. But that's kind of expected. Well, this looks good, guys. But how much darker is this gonna get? Okay, so I can see through some parts right here and right here. I can see a little bit of dark spots, but pretty much like this is still completely full coverage. I can tell that for sure. And it actually does not feel, whoa. Okay, so like look at this scarring here. And I'm gonna see how much that's actually gonna cover up. Wow. That's completely covered. So you can see it's definitely a little bit more full coverage with the brush, which is what I would like. A little bit more full coverage, so that's a perk. Now, I was nervous with this being a full coverage that it would feel heavy, but it actually doesn't feel heavy at all. Like, none right now. I mean, I can tell that I have on foundation. It's not like skin, but it also is not heavy at all. Like, I feel like my pores can still breathe, which is something that I do look for in foundations. And I am just using a Real Techniques buffer brush to buff that in. Wow, that's full though. Like you can see a little bit of a difference. Like this one's a little bit more full than this, but yeah, it's definitely full coverage for sure. This definitely looks good. So far I'm really liking it. I'm just going in with a little bit more on the Beauty Blender side just to match the coverage on the other side. I'm just gonna use my brush actually, I don't even care. And it actually doesn't dry too quick, which is also a perk for me since I am trying this out. It would suck if it dried too fast. And I think another good thing about it is I think it will last, I mean like, yeah, it'll last you a while because a little bit of product definitely goes a long way. Like I said, this isn't even 2 full pumps. Like I still have some left over in my hand. It's not 2 full pumps and it pretty much covered everything. Alright, I did bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can get a better look of the foundation. I definitely would prefer using a brush though. I will say that I would prefer a brush over the Beauty Blender just because it's like a little bit more full coverage. It's a little bit faster as well and I don't have to worry about wasting a little bit of the product on the back of the Beauty Blender. So it's definitely pretty lightweight. And yeah, I'm curious to see how this will wear. I'm actually going to try out another product which is like totally different end of the spectrum. I'm going to try out the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's upside down. This is what it looks like. This is actually new at the drugstore. I picked it up the other day and I decided to try this out because for one, I heard it was a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. I've seen a few YouTubers talking about it and I've seen so many videos of people trying this out. So I was like, okay, let me pick this up and see how this works. So I'm pretty much mixing a super low with a super high end, which I do all the time anyway, so it's not like a big deal. I'm curious to see how this actually works. It says tested under clear blue sunlight sky, outdoors PM, indoors PM, electronic flash, fluorescent flash, bathroom light, and nightclub light. And it also says it will help to illuminate white particle reflection. Goodbye photo flashback. Alright. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. I picked up the shade Medium Tawny. The next shade they had looked like it was my exact skin tone, and this one looked a little bit closer to my concealer tone, but I'm actually scared it's going to be a little light because I've seen people use it and it looks a little bit lighter than it looks in the container. I mean, like from the outside, and you know you can't test it out in the drugstore, so we'll see. Moment of truth. I actually like applicators like this for concealer. Okay, a little bit light. But it's already in my face now, so I'm gonna just make it work. Wouldn't be the first time I used concealer that was too light. You guys hear my stomach? Like, what is going on? I'm not even hungry, I just ate. So far, it's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick consistency, which reminds me a little bit of the Shark. Which reminds me a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape. And I can't tell how fast it's drying right now, but I hope it's not dry already, because that would suck. And I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender to blend this out because that's what I would normally do in any other situation. It blends out pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's fabulous. It's looking a little bit patchy on me, but I'm thinking that's just because of my face. I don't know. Sometimes things just look, I don't know, it might just be me right now. Let me just wait till I get done to see how I like it. It did sheer out a little bit. I wouldn't say it's completely full coverage at all by any means, but they also didn't claim to be full coverage, I don't believe. This is pretty much a medium coverage, or it would actually, like, I would say light to medium. I think this would be good to wear for like everyday makeup, but it doesn't look super light on me. I thought it would be a lot lighter, but once I blended it out, or as I'm blending it out, it's looking like it's closer to my shade. I can't tell how much is actually being picked up by my Beauty Blender because, like I said, it did sheer out a lot. I was expecting full coverage when I first put this on. I also was gonna try out the foundation too, but their shade range is kind of like, it jumps from really pale to like a couple shades darker than me. so I couldn't actually find a shade that was exactly mine. I'll look online to see if I can find one that's closer, but I didn't want to have to like mix, because like mixing doesn't always work for me. The shade still ends up a little bit strange and weird, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't like my foundation is weird, or I have to do too much to get it right. So it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, and another thing about the foundation, this doesn't feel drying at all, but I also don't feel like I need to set it with a powder at all. Like, it feels like, since it's matte, I don't feel like I need to set it. I will set my under eyes with a little bit of pressed powder, just because the concealer is pretty creamy. So I'm going to go into my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette and pick up I just didn't want a full-blown bake because I have on like matte, and I just don't want to, I told you I'm a little bit dry and I don't want to be too dry, so I just decided to pass on that. So now I'm just going to finish up the rest of my face. I'm not doing anything crazy today, so I can just record it. I'm just going to bronze up my cheekbones a little bit with another shade out of this NYX Highlight and Contour palette, and I'm just going to use a bronzer brush from, I believe this is from e.l.f. It's just like a dense bronzer brush. This will just have to do. And I know my eyebrows look a little bit jankety. The woman who did them this time, like, I let them grow all the way out, and the woman that did them like messed them up, and I was so mad. But that's okay, because you live and you learn. I won't go back to her again, and I know that for a fact. It's looking real cute so far. I will say I really like it. The concealer is not my favorite, but that is okay. I do really like the foundation though. I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight with my e.l.f. shimmer stick, and I'm just gonna dab this on my finger. So now I'm just going to add blush and then a little bit of mascara, and then we'll just be done. I'm going to go with my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the color Mellow Wine. And I'm going to go in with my Smashbox X-Rated mascara. This is the finished look, I guess. Okay, so in total I did use 3 new items today. I used the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and we're gonna just go like one by one what I think of them. So this one claimed to be, all these things claimed to be coverage, long wear, matte finish, waterproof, oil free. So I get oily around here, so I have to do a check-in to show you like how it did with my oil. It definitely is matte. I did not feel like I had to set my face at all. I didn't set the like, I didn't really do any like major setting on like the parts of my face that don't have like concealer or anything. I did like bronze up a little bit, so that part set a little bit. It's definitely full coverage for sure. I didn't have to color correct or anything. I have to color correct from time to time with my Laura Mercier Candle Glow Luminous Foundation, because it's like medium, and it's like a true medium. Like, you can't even build it to full. It's like a true medium coverage. So I do like that a lot. This one does oxidize. I'm okay with the oxidation, because as long as you know it kind of works, it's like no biggie. Like, just get a shade lighter. I did get the shade 9.75. I do really like this. It is lightweight. It's full coverage but lightweight. Also, it didn't pick up when I was putting on bronzer or anything, and I did use a pretty dense brush, and I actually did pat on my highlighter with my fingers, and it didn't pick up it didn't pick up my foundation at all, really. So I really like that. I can put like my makeup on without worrying about moving around my foundation or anything. It pretty much stayed put. It stayed in place. Same place I put it, like same placement as when I first put it on. I do like it better with the brush than a beauty blender, because a beauty blender shears it out a little bit, and I like the full coverage effect. But if you don't, then a beauty blender will work for you probably. So I give this product probably about a 4.7 out of 5. Like, I really like this. I don't know what I don't like, but I don't want to say it's the most perfect foundation ever, so I'm gonna give this like almost 5 stars. Like, I really did enjoy this. Next product is the Wet n Wild concealer. I don't love this product. Like, I don't love it. It did get a little bit patchy under my eyes. It's not full coverage. I wish it had a little bit more coverage to it. It did blend well, and it was pretty creamy though. It blended out really well. Like, I'll still use this again. I don't regret buying it by any means. And it was actually really, the price like makes it like a great product, because it was super cheap, and it did give me a little bit of high-end vibes when I put it on. It blended out really well for it to be a thick concealer, so I'll probably give this like a 4 out of 5. Honestly, guys, the more I look at my makeup, the more I actually really love it. This foundation is giving me so much life. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 5. Like, this foundation might just be my new favorite for sure. I just really love how this looks. Like, my makeup turned out really good. The other products meshed well. The only thing that I would say about the foundation is that it doesn't like minimize pores, which is something I look for in foundations. It doesn't necessarily like it doesn't necessarily make them like stand out, but it doesn't make them go away either, which is not even a huge problem. I'm pretty much nitpicking at that. Like the finished product, guys. If you've tried any of these products, or you want to try them, or you have any questions about them, just leave it in the comment section below. Also, please hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And thumbs up this video if you saw something that you liked. This is my last first impressions video you guys really liked. So if you want me to do more, you can just give me a product that you want me to try out, and I'll go pick it up for you guys and try it out on camera. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm not going to keep talking. Alright guys, see you in my next video.